going on YouTube? Evil Foo here, coming at you from my stylish robe here on my work break. I only have my lunch break for work. I work from home right now as a bill collector. I only have a few minutes, but I wanted to talk about my hopes and dreams for the Game Awards 2022 tonight. I'm getting off work an hour early so I can watch those. I might record my reactions. I don't think that stuff's so phony to me, and I know people watch, well, I don't want to get into it, but I doubt if I'll do that. Maybe I will, who knows. I don't know if that would be interesting or not. Nobody really watches my channel, so not like a lot of people would be seeing it regardless. I might do it for my own entertainment, and maybe the few people who do like me can see that. I don't know. But this video today is just going over my hopes and dreams for what I am expecting, or not really expecting, but hoping to see tonight at the Game Awards. So thanks for watching. Sit back, relax, love your spouse, your significant other, your animal, love yourself, whatever whatever you have to do. But enjoy. So first things first, I don't care what game wins Game of the Year or doesn't win Game of the Year. The games I love doesn't factor. I like the prestige it brings to the devs or whatever, or even the publishers. Most publishers can fuck off, but some publishers are good. But I like that it gives them some kind of recognition beyond just the fans loving it. I mean, that should be their number one thing, is whether the fans love it or not. Like, I like Callisto Protocol right now. That game's been savaged recently. Everyone says it sucks, which I think a lot of the issues have to do with the PC, the Steam version. But even then, a lot of people just say they don't like the gameplay, things like that. But that's crazy. I love it. But so I don't care about who wins Game of the Year. I am hoping that Elden Ring, to me, Elden Ring was by far the game of 2022. Yeah, God of War Ragnarok is a great experience, but it's so contained. Like, the scope of it is so small compared to, like, Elden Ring can appeal to so many more. I think a lot of people won't try it because of the difficulty and things like that, but it has so many different ways to play it, and so many, like, the scope is just, it's huge. Like, I think, Ragnarok is this gorgeous, beautiful, like a lake, or maybe a river, or whatever you want to say. But like, Elden Ring's an ocean, man. There's so many things you can do that. You can play it so many different ways. There's so much to see and to do, and I just spit all over the place just now. Hope that's on camera so you can all see how fucking disgusting I am. But so anyways, my only thing I'll talk about for Game of the Year, I think Elden Ring should win. I don't care whether they do or they don't. But that's my pick for Game of the Year. What I'm hoping is that some of the internet rumors are true. So a couple days ago, we got the Elden Ring PvP Coliseum, or arenas, whatever you want to call it, announcement. So that was announced, and you can actually play that now. I haven't done it yet. You can do PvP arenas with people. You can matchmake from 2 to 6 players. You can even do odd numbers, like free-for-all, things like that. There's one mode that lets you do summons. So you can do like one-on-one. You can summon, your Mimic Tier or whatever you want to, the little goblins, whatever you want to do. You can make that really silly and fun, I'm sure, with friends. You can password protect it so just friends can join. The timing of that was really suspect because the Game Awards are happening, obviously, tonight. You would think a big announcement like that would be for tonight. But what I think and hope is that the reason they announced the PvP stuff a couple days before the Game Awards is to set the stage for what's important to me. PvP is fine, but I play the Dark Souls games or Soulsborne games, whatever you want to say, for the the story, not the story necessarily, but the world and the single player combat, basically, or the experience, the single player experience. I always do a different run. I always do everything blind. My first time, I don't want to look up anything. I always start with whatever, like the Deprived or the Wretch or whatever it is, the class that starts with nothing, just like in there. They're basically naked. They have like a club. That's what I like to do, and work my way through that. I always do a different player or a different character for like co-op and stuff like that. This is how I like to enjoy it. I like to struggle and just kind of find my way blindly through things. I like that. I don't like to look up anything. So I'm super excited about story DLC content. The DLCs for like Dark Souls 1, 2, 3 were fantastic. Super awesome. They were super awesome. They're some of the best content of those games. So I have very high hopes for the Elden Ring DLC. I think it'll be fantastic. Or I expect that it will be. Who knows? But so that's my number one hope, is that an Elden Ring story DLC trailer is announced tonight, since they just got the PvP stuff out of the way. So that would be fantastic. Hopefully it comes out soon too. That'd be even better. And then there's the rumors that Sekiro 2 is going to come out or be announced, which I don't know how much validity there has to that. I didn't think that was going to be a franchise. I believe From Software does retain the IP rights for sure, but Activision published. But I don't think Activision owns the IP. So the IP does belong to From Software. A lot of people seem to have that confused. They think Activision owns that. Activision does not own that. But Sekiro 2, a lot of people are leaking that that's going to be, it's from a 4chan rumor, so it's not like any kind of something you can confirm or anything. But one thing that does lead me to believe that there will be a Sekiro 2 announcement soon is that Zuli the Witch, a big YouTuber, I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. I always assumed it was a chick, but I think it might actually be a guy. But anyways, regardless, they do a bunch of really cool like breakdowns, like secret content and combing through the files and things like that for the Dark Souls games and Elden Ring and things like that. But they'll do like a bunch of areas that you couldn't normally access. They'll show those off, things like that. It's really neat, really cool. They do a lot of cool lore and just mostly show you like the mechanics of things that you don't really see necessarily in the bigger games. But she, he, they, I don't know, Zuli the Witch was just sponsored by Activision a few months ago to do 3 videos on their YouTube, and Sekiro came out years ago. So for that, so Activision to all of a sudden start sponsoring YouTube videos to bring the light back onto Sekiro means some kind of announcement is imminent, whether that's like a native version for PlayStation 5 and PC and series consoles. I doubt that. I think it's going to be a sequel, and hopefully they follow the Journey to the West ending. There's like 4 endings in that game, and one is fantastic. It's like the one that requires the most work. It's actually the one I got on my first playthrough because I was so meticulous with my playthrough. I actually got the most complicated one on my first playthrough, so that was cool. But at the end of that one, basically your band of heroes, let's say, without any kind of spoilers, decide to go from Japan to the West. They're like going to go to mainland China and stuff like that. They're looking for something, and that will be fantastic if that's the sequel, the way the sequel goes. That'll be awesome. Sekiro is by far, I have Sekiro right here. Oh yeah, I was supposed to show up my Elden Ring book too when I was talking about Elden Ring. Elden Ring, Sekiro, look, books. But I can't actually read, I just like pictures. But Sekiro is my favorite From Software game, so if Sekiro 2 gets announced, that will be absolutely fantastic for me. I'll be giddy like a little schoolgirl. I mean, I'm normally giddy like a schoolgirl anyways, but I'll be extra. But some of the things I would love to see, like, and this will never be, I don't think they have the budget to advertise on the stage like Game Awards, but I'd like to see Earth Defense Force 6, the Western release date announced. It would be awesome if it came out this year in time for the holidays for PlayStation. I would love to see the EDF games announced for like 4.1, 5, and 6, all announced for the Xbox systems as well. I think they might be on Steam. I gotta get a computer. Next year I'm getting a computer and a Switch both. But EDF games, any kind of EDF related announcement at the Game Awards with that many people watching the Game Awards would be fantastic, especially if they finally came back to Xbox, because Xbox, they were huge on Xbox 360, like 2017 and 2025. Fantastic games. I would also like to see like the GoldenEye remaster. It's not really a remaster, up-res of GoldenEye that they announced a few months ago, and it's just fallen off. It's supposed to be coming for both Switch and Xbox. I would love for a surprise announcement. This isn't like E3, so I don't think they're going to do those kind of announcements. But if they did one of those, oh, and by the way, you can now play this right now. You can play it now. Woo! GoldenEye. I would love that to happen. I think it's really important. It sucks they missed out on Thanksgiving here in the States. I know it's not worldwide. Thanksgiving is not a thing, but it would be great to have, especially for Xbox, since they don't have the online component, no online multiplayer for Xbox, what they announced. So it'd be great to have that game out in time for the holidays when families get together. We could do a big split screen tournaments, and all kinds of people could be playing split screen. And sorry, I'm not digging for my penis. I already have my penis out, but I'm actually just looking for my phone here because I do have to go back to work soon. But yeah, so an announcement like that, the GoldenEye announcement, hey, you can play this right now. Download it from Game Pass. Buy it on your Switch, whatever. I think it's in that Switch service, the N64 service. But that would be a fantastic announcement. Anything Sega related, like I would love them to announce Skies of Arcadia remaster or Skies of Arcadia 2. I think they should do a remaster first, not a remake, but a remaster. I always lean towards remaster over remake, unless the remake is extremely faithful or by the original devs. because I think even like things like Demon's Souls on PlayStation 5, it was very faithful. And who is that? Is that Blue Box? Blue Sky? I think it's Blue Box, right? I don't know. But they did a great job with like Shadow of the Colossus remake. But I think with the Demon's Souls remake, it was extremely faithful, but it's still not the same artists and things like that involved. So some of the assets change, some of the design changes a little bit here and there. I would much rather myself have a Demon's Souls remaster that ran at 4K and 60 frames a second over the remake. So it'd be the same for like Skies of Arcadia, things like that. But a Dreamcast collection would be great. Like not a Dreamcast Mini. You can do a Dreamcast Mini, that'd be fantastic too. But I'm talking like for, you know, Steam and PlayStation and Xbox, like a collection. You can do it for Switch too, since the Dreamcast was a long time ago. The Switch is more than powerful enough to run those games. But like a curated Dreamcast collection would be awesome. There's some fantastic games on there that haven't seen the light of day for years now. One that I like, an obscure one, is Toy Commander. Love Toy Commander on Dreamcast. There's a ton of games. But same thing, Sega related, they could also do like a Model 1, 2, and 3 collection would be awesome. Like you could have like Daytona 2, which has never come home. You could have Scud Race. You could have all the Virtua Fighter games that were on those boards. There's all kinds of games you could do for like a model collections. You can break those up separately. You can do, here's your Model 1 collection. It's got like Virtua Fighter, Virtua Racing on it. Here's your Model 2. It's got Virtua Fighter 2, Daytona. You can do Model 3. It's got Virtua Fighter 3 and so on. Or a Saturn collection with like, you know, it has like Panzer Dragoon Saga. I know the source code for that's been lost, but that kind of stuff can be rebuilt basically. The Shining Force 3 collection would be fantastic as part of the Saturn collection. But speaking of Shining Force, I would love a Shining Force 1 remake. Not a remaster, a remake for that because it's an old game. So it's such an old game, it would be a totally different graphic style and things like that. Or a Shining Force 3 remaster with all 3 chapters. Only the first chapter came out officially in the West. So that would be fantastic. Or Shining Force 4 with the original devs. The original devs said they're Camelot or the Climax. I don't remember who they are. They've changed their name a few times. They were like Sonic Team Planning one time years ago. But they said they're more than willing. They would love to come back and make a Shining Force game if Sega gave them a budget and the backing. So that'd be awesome to see. Shining Force is my favorite series of all time. I think like there's rumors that there might be a Metal Gear Solid remake coming exclusively to PlayStation. I hope it's not true that it's exclusive to PlayStation, simply because PlayStation doesn't do their exclusives day and date with Steam and stuff like Xbox does. I think having a console exclusive is fine or is good even, but I think you should release it to PC as well at the same time. Hopefully that's not exclusive. If it is, it's okay. I still would love to see a remake. Like I said earlier, I would prefer a remaster over a remake, especially like they already remade Metal Gear Solid once for the GameCube. Dennis Dyack and his, was that Silicon Knights, they remade it. I think it's called Twin Snakes, but they changed a lot. Like it was way more over the top and comic booky versus the original. I'd much rather just have the original as it was, or, you know, rebuilt with the new graphics and things like that, but without a bunch of changes. I don't want to see Solid Snake doing a bunch of flips and dodging bullets and shit like that. He's supposed to be an elite soldier, not a superhuman. But what else? As far as like Xbox goes, I would love to see like Hellblade 2, or I don't know if that's Senua's Sacrifice or Senua's Saga. I think Senua's Saga is the second one, right? Anyways, I'd love to see some new gameplay and maybe even a release date of that. Some new Starfield footage would be awesome. Fable, of course, would be awesome to see actual gameplay of Fable or Perfect Dark. Those would be fantastic. Sony, I would like to see Siphon Filter or SOCOM remakes or sequels, whatever you want to call them, reimaginings announced. Those would be fantastic. But yeah, I'm sure maybe one or two of those things will happen. Like I think the most likely things are going to be like the Sekiro 2 announcement and the Elden Ring DLC announcements. Anything else would just be extra fluff on the cake. I would love EDF to come back to the Xbox platforms, but EDF 6 for PlayStation announcement would be fantastic. So anyways, thanks. Like I said, I might record my reactions to some of the announcements if there's good announcements. I usually don't watch the Game Awards. I watch them afterwards because I don't like all the live performances, and there's a bunch of esports crap, which I don't care about. But this year is supposed to be more tight and focused, and so I'll watch the whole thing live this time. And yeah, I'll give you guys my thoughts afterwards. If I don't record myself reacting, I'll definitely put up a video about my thoughts afterwards. But I'm going to quickly upload this so that it uploads before the Game Awards starts tonight while I'm at work. I'll be uploading while I'm at work. But thanks for watching. Make sure your kung fu, don't be nice with it. Be fucking evil.
I hate to see you go, but I love to watch you leave.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out.